Pisces, your message for today, you're bored, or you're not really moved by someone's emotional offer. You're not really caring. It's like, you know what, I'll get to you when I get to you. I'll do it whenever I feel like it. I'll respond when I respond. You could be binge watching TV or just kind of relaxing. You're uninterested or you're kind of bored. Okay. There may be somebody who wants to either be anonymous, or they're going to pop up anonymous. They could be talking. They could want to gossip. What's with this anonymous person? It's like they ain't got shit else to do. They don't. Okay, they feel like, well, shit, everything in my life is distraction, so let me be toxic. Let me come towards you and see if I can stir something up with you. Let me see if I can come fight with you. Okay, this could be a Capricorn, a Leo, or a fire sign, another fire sign. Okay, be on a Capricorn, Aquarius, or Taurus. Somebody wants to shake shit up, but they want to do so anonymously or behind the scenes. Yeah, they do. Maybe they feel like they gotta compromise on something and they gotta make a decision quickly, or they just don't know how they're gonna get through something, how they're gonna hit a target. And they feel like you have some type of courage and or power, and instead of supporting you or asking for help, they rather just come towards you and see if they can slow you down and be childish. Just FYI. Somebody also got some type of conflict going on, maybe with the car. Hopefully it's okay because it got totaled out here. Maybe they don't see this coming, they moving too fast, or somebody's texting while driving. Somebody's also don't want someone to come towards you. They feel like there's someone in their circle who wants to support your vision and or, you know, your purpose. And they feel like, okay, well, if you're too focused, or if you're doing this, then you won't have the authority to, I don't know. Somebody just wants to interrupt your life. FYI. It's annoying. Alright, what's going on with total? Somebody definitely could be moving too fast. Be careful when you're driving. Okay, if somebody's coming up to you, right, so it's like, oh, well, I know where you live and I'm gonna come find you and I'm going to smite me all smite. It's like, what? Okay, cool, sure, try it, right? And at the point that they do actually try it, they're gonna get in some type of accident and they're gonna be like, oh my god, Lord help me. If you help me out of the situation, I promise I got some clarity. I promise I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna walk away from all this bullshit. I'm gonna bounce. Okay, so don't even worry about anybody, like, literally blah 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 blah. They running their mouth. That's all it is. Okay, but they're gonna throw some jabs. They're gonna call you names or whatever the case may be. They feel like that they were supposed to be chosen and didn't get chosen, or whatever the case may be. You know that somebody's lying. Who's lying to Pisces? Who's lying to Pisces? All right, this could be a Libra. This could be a fire sign, an air sign, a Cancer, more specifically an Aries, a Virgo, or a Scorpio. Okay, what are they lying about to Pisces? Being happy, or like everything's all good, like they're positive that they want to be in your circle, they're positive they want to be in your friend, they're positive that they're only friends with their child's mother or whoever that they feel like is codependent. They're lying. If you feel like they're happy with being stable and able to support you financially, they're lying. They're going through some type of crisis or defeat when it comes to their home or their stability themselves. So pick your battles when it comes to this. Who smells bad? Alright, this could be a Leo, a Virgo, a Cancer, a Leo, a Capricorn, an Aquarius. Somebody's lying, or somebody's trying to cause some type of betrayal to your work, I'm telling you. So they're coming in with all this information and or all this stuff that they feel like they can contribute to you to get in some type of argument. So it's like, oh, I'm going to trigger you with this, I'm going to trigger you with that, I'm going to trigger you with this. And it's just like, okay, cool, but I'm still stable. So I'm still celebrating. I got everything that I need, so none of that stuff matters. Maybe they're bringing up stuff from your past. They want you to be frustrated, but it seems like you're so careless about it, like you're moving forward anyway. It's like, okay, well, thank you for bringing out this communication, and thank you for helping me get views, or thank you for helping me, you know, somehow it works in your favor. And it's like, is this why you brought me here? Is this what you've been chasing me for this whole entire time? Like, especially if you blocked them, it's like, yeah, you got a deeply rooted issue. Like, I try to completely get rid of you. You keep blocking. You keep blocking me, popping back up, and then unblocking me and creating new pages. Like, what is it? You're risking your own stability at this point. Okay, this could be you, Pisces, or you're just happy. You're like, you know what? I'm not juggling. Okay, but you definitely could be fighting with a Leo, a Capricorn, another Earth sign, a Pisces, an Aries, or an air sign. Hey Scorpio, you could have somebody on your mind, or someone is thinking about you heavenly. Okay, somebody thinking about you in a positive light, or somebody's just thinking about you a lot. Somebody wants to support you now. Maybe they feel like you're being balanced, or this is you kind of just like, I want to do things in fairness. Maybe you want to give to some type of younger children, or you want to give back to a crowd, a community, or something like that. You want to support someone else who you feel like is balanced and fair. If you're a grandparent, you could be around your grandkids. Maybe you're spending more money or time with your grandkids. You're realizing your own strength when it comes to influencing your own happiness. It's like, okay, as long as I can control my ego, as long as I can control my negative thoughts, or as long as I control this, I can still move. I don't have to feel stuck. Even if I'm going through a change, or even if something is ending for me, it's like I don't have to automatically assume the worst. Something about August 13th could be important. The 16th. Or by September, if you had a question. You're pushing through some type of insecurity. You are. It's also giving some like, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. You was on the verge of giving up or quitting, or you're like, I just don't know. I just don't think I can do it, or whatever the case may be. You were conflicted with yourself. If you're fighting with someone and you feel like, okay, you know what, this is just a negative phase or a setback, I can get through it. It seems like you're trusting yourself to do so, even though you're sad. Okay, be careful, because this could create some type of indecision and or compromise long term with your friendship and or the person you want to be with. Okay, so if you're staying with somebody for security, be careful. But it feels like you're trying to hold it together, because it's like, you know, something is fragile. It's like you're trying to be positive, but sometimes you go through delays and that can kind of get you sad. But you're learning that as long as you're not staying in the sadness, you can get through things. You can, because you know a change is coming. You just may not see when you're actually going to celebrate and when you're going to have the long-term success. Let's get a time question. Scorpio, when will this happen for Scorpio? Something about someone's son or child could be important. It may take more than a year, but it may happen. 4 is, so maybe next Aries, or 7 is July. Okay. But you will have some type of celebratory moment this year, and it actually may be something that happens really good this in a few days, especially for you, Scorpio. You just may have to be patient for it to truly stabilize. I feel like you're going for like, when can I like completely be good, versus like, when does it get better? Okay. August 4th could be important. August 13th. Maybe you know somebody else born in these days, or something about August could be important. Heavy on the Leo. Okay. Confirmations. Scorpio, you could be online or watching someone online. Maybe you promote yourself online. You may need to delete texts or old numbers, or someone around you is doing that. Okay, so be careful. You may need to renew something. So renew your license, renew some type of certification. Something needs to get renewed. You may be reunited with someone, a family member, a friend, and it's going to actually feel really good. You are making good decisions, okay? But sometimes alignment feels chaotic. You just got to get through the process. But someone's going to pop up and say hi. Let's see. Should you speak? Yeah, you should speak. Okay, I feel like you're gonna silently or slowly but surely be able to release any type of negative thoughts and kind of accept where things are, and you're gonna heal it. Say hi. All right, Cancer, you can get caught up in a rabbit hole, or maybe you're scrolling through your phone and you see something, or like an old show. You're like, oh damn, I ain't watched this in a minute. Or maybe you see an old friend and you're like, oh shit. You may get caught up in a rabbit hole somehow, somewhere. But I was also thinking about that TikTok. I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first. What's going on with Cancer? The message for today. Yeah, you're gonna recognize someone. You're gonna see someone. You're gonna either see them as healing, or you're gonna just like, dang, I didn't know that this person was planning on doing this, or I didn't know, like, there's something about this person's stability or success that you're gonna be able to recognize. You may be thinking about like moving or leaving your home, maybe just traveling. Maybe you travel for a living, or like what you do for work. Something that you thought was gonna be successful isn't going as planned. Okay. It's like, okay, I was taking the right actions, I had the right mental, but at the same time, you know, something just didn't work out, or it's not working out to the best that you feel like it should. Okay. You may be going back towards someone of your past, and you want to have success with them, but maybe you're unsure you're unsure of how they feel about you in this relationship. For sure. I mean, to be honest, you may be uncertain about how you feel about relationships in general. It's like you want to be happy, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really know if it's, you know, if this is for me, or if this is the one, or if I can really support this. I don't know if I have enough finances. I got a couple of things I'm trying to balance. Like, long term, it sounds good, or long term, like, you know, if they gave me time, you know, sure, but I don't know if it will work right now. But you kind of want to approach them right now. What's with the healing for Cancer? You actually may be having to heal or do something alone. It's like you got to talk yourself through it, or Okay. But there's something that you're having to restart. So you're having a fresh start, or you're giving yourself a mental break, and you're like, you know what, I'm ending this situation, I'm getting out of it, I'm gonna heal. But at the same time, maybe you just feel like you're outcasted, or you don't really have any help. But sometimes that's the best way to do it. You do have some type of support, even if you don't see it, even if it's like support from your ancestors. You do. You could be going on a new path or trying something new when it comes to work, or something that's creative, something that you're trying to build or implement. You will have some type of success with it. Maybe you're insecure about this. You may just feel like, oh, well, everybody's doing this, or everybody, like, who cares? There's different types of bread. Okay, like, literally, people still learning how to make bread today. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, it's some type of insecurity that you're gonna feel, but you feel like you don't really have people around you that's boosting you up, so you have to do it yourself. Even in the moments that things pick up and slow down, you're gonna have to be able to balance your own emotions. Okay, but I do feel like you're healing. All right, what's with the celebratory moment? What's the stability? There could be some type of shakeup when it comes to your home, or there's going to be. Again, this is going to give you a new beginning and or allow things to get better. You may be on the defense right now because you feel like you're around your family, or you're around someone that you feel like it's a little suffocating and or nagging. So it's kind of like, I'm just trying to remain confident and do what I can do every day, or just me and my child, or whatever the case may be. And, you know, until we create something, we can grow and move from here. But I feel like there's something that's coming for you. So congrats in advance. It's like a new start. All right. What else we got for Cancer? You could be dealing with a Scorpio, or the answer is, if you had a time frame question, the answer is by Scorpio season. Somebody was abusing their authority. Okay. Oh, this is a Virgo, or maybe you have a Virgo brother. If you have a Virgo brother, there's something going on between y'all. Hold on. Let's go back to abusing authority. Who's abusing their authority? Somebody that you separated from, for sure. All right, Cancer, this could be you, or it's another Cancer that you're dealing with. All right, this also could be a Cancer mother figure, a Gemini, heavy on the water sign, or a Gemini, or a Virgo. Okay, what were they doing to abuse their authority? They were trying to make a decision on someone's instability. They were trying to make a judgment on someone's life and how they were going to be positive and move forward. Yeah, they were putting or paying for this. They were really trying to give into this, and now they're going through some type of chaos themselves. There's some type of work or home conflict that's either happening now, or there's about to. Okay, they could be doing this against a Capricorn, a Sagittarius, a Taurus, another Virgo, a fire sign, an Aries. Heavy on the fire sign. All right, who brother don't like you? All right, Cancer, this could be your brother, or someone's, if you're doing, again, another Cancer, a Capricorn, a Cancer, a Gemini, a Leo, a Cancer, a Virgo, an Aries, a Scorpio. Okay, this also could be your sibling, even though it didn't come out sibling issue. This could be your brother. All right, why is there some secret animosity here? They feel like you were able to stabilize and get everything that you wanted. They feel like you caused some type of emotional damage, or this is definitely giving siblings. So Cancer, if you have a sibling, that's one of the signs that I called out. They may feel like whenever y'all were kids that you caused some type of issue, or you were always the one that was into some type of theft or deception or betrayal, whatever the case may be. Now that you essentially have grown up, they feel like they kind of got the energy now, to where now they're going through some type of like depression or rejection, and now they feel like everybody's walking away from them. But it's like, okay, well, I was a good kid or something, or they're still living as if they're a child, essentially. But they also could feel emotionally abandoned. Maybe they feel like y'all don't have any emotions between y'all. So it's like you stabilize in one way, you do something for your family, you know, you got something established, you got kids, whatever, and they feel like you got a wife, you got the house or whatever. They're still trying to figure themselves out and change their life somehow, but they were doing stuff strategically. They feel like y'all don't have an emotional bond. Yeah. And they're trying to figure out what they can do to get some of the confidence and or independence that you have. They also low-key want to create a situation like you, as far as like you being married. So if you are married and you have a brother, one of those signs, this could be a Scorpio, Sagittarius, a Pisces, an Aries, a Capricorn, Aquarius, a Virgo, a Leo, an Aquarius, a Pisces, an Aries, or another earth sign. There's some secret animosity there. Just, you may have to surrender and let something go. Okay, they're still growing. All right, you have the right to be angry about a situation. You could be going for an interview and or trying to find another job. Again, you could be going back to school, maybe going for a certificate, a course, and or a certification. Make sure you have patience while you do so. It's going to be important. You may have to do it yourself. Okay, it is what it is. You could be doing this to someone, another earth sign. Okay, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm interested in that. Anywho's, simply ignore somebody, especially if this is someone that's just like acting crazy, okay? You could know an Aries, or something about Aries season could be important. They actually are mad at themselves, especially if this is a sibling, okay? And they make like they're finally obligated to a situation and things are going bad. Okay, you need to fight some type of villain. I was gonna say villain. So you may have a villain around you, just FYI, but you definitely got an Aries around you. So you may be invited to a birthday event and or just be celebrating someone who is an Aries. You can overcome some type of obstacle, and yes, she does know about her. He knows about him.